I'm Judy Ballantyne, and it was hard to downsize and leave our home, but he was becoming more and more ill, so we knew we had to make the move. And so I've been here ever since Flagstone opened. It was going up. We'd heard so many good things about Presbyterian Homes, and we decided to make the move literally across the street. Met a lot of friends. Inger, my closest friend here.
And I never ever thought I would move into a senior citizen place. I felt too young. But life changed a little bit for me, and my husband passed away, and the house just got too lonesome for me, though I decided to look around, and I looked at a few places, and this was introduced to me from my very good friend, and I liked it, but I still thought I was too young. And then for some reason or another, things changed. Within a month, I sold my house, got rid of all my furniture, and Flagstone took me. So I'm very happy I moved in here, and right away I was welcomed from so many people and everybody. I was the token German. Then it turned out there are a lot more people here who are more German than I do, but I have the accent. So people remembered me very well.
Inger and I didn't meet each other till one morning, probably down at coffee. They do a lovely continental breakfast here, and we have coffee and sweet rolls, whatever. And then we started chatting about our lives and found out we had a lot in common. Well, I think the first thing we found out was the ROTC. Both our husbands went through ROTC at the University of Minnesota. Although Inger's husband was in the Army, mine was in the Air Force, but they both served a long time in the military. And then we discovered that they were both buried at Fort Snelling. So when I was going out to Fort Snelling, I decided to look up his grave, and they're like one row apart. And if you know anything about Fort Snelling, it's huge. So I could see her husband's grave from my husband's grave.
She told me exactly how to find my husband. She even took a picture with her camera, and she took flowers and she put one on my husband's grave. So right away, she was my friend.
We were married a week apart the same year in Minnesota. Didn't know that, of course, till we got here.
And we have sons, we both have two sons the same age. So,
yes.
But I have more grandchildren than she does, yes.
Our younger sons are both graduates of Minnesota in mechanical engineering. My oldest son's a lawyer, hers is in business, but that's close. I know about Struthers, that's where Inger is going now, and the medication. I'm a retired RN, so I have some expertise to help her managing those drugs. The medication.
Oh, yes.
Can you say it yet, Inger?
Not really.
Can you try?
No. Papa, no, I can't get it.
Carbidopa levodopa.
Carbidopa levodopa.
With her accent, it makes it real fun. Actually, it was my grandson, who's a tennis player for Eden Prairie, and he was taking tennis lessons next door at Lifetime Fitness. And we were in Alabama, and he called up one day and he said, "Grandma," he said, "they're building a new senior complex right next door." So he sent me the information, us the information, and we decided right away that we thought we'd want to move to this location.
It was very difficult for me. For once, my husband wasn't gone that long, and I was depressed because of that. Getting rid of the house was very depressing. But when I came in here, it took me 3 days, and it was like everybody knew me, talked to me, and I made so many friends, and it was easy after that. And I just really, really appreciate all the camaraderie here. It's just very nice. And breakfast is the most important thing. And yes. Then I'm doing coffee with Judy, and we have fun. And then I'm going once a week. I'm up on the 5th floor in memory care. And that is very special to me because that was my husband's problem. And then I have something going on the on Tuesday. I'm working with people who make dog blankets or braid things for the dogs, and that's kind of interesting too. So I'm busy.
Well, on Thursday mornings, as Inger said, we go into the dining room and we pour coffee and visit with assisted living people. And they are just a hoot. We have so much fun. It's just a really good time. It's early in the morning, but that's okay. But then I take advantage of all the exercise here. I do 7 classes a week with Hannah, and I'm meeting now with her she's getting my shoulder back to normal again, as normal as it can ever be. So that's what I do.
Yeah, I have the same feeling. I'm busy with exercise every morning with Hannah, and now I can just walk across the floor, and I have physical therapy, which is very important for me.
Yes.
And I really, really like that.
That helped me a lot too, the physical therapy after I broke my shoulder. I could just stay in-house. I didn't have to go anywhere for that. Very important. Fortunately, my pickleball is with the left hand. That's another thing that's great here. We have a pickleball court. I guess the pickleball court wasn't really a surprise. I knew it was here. But I've been surprised by some of the fans. They're to sit on their balcony while I'm playing pickleball. Some of the residents here that play pickleball. We have kind of a little club going.
We forgot to tell you about the movies.
Oh, the movie. Oh.
Twice a week movies, musicals and movies, and there's so much going on, lectures, concerts, and you really don't need to go outside anymore if you don't want to.
If you don't want to. In fact, now you have to pick and choose.
Yes.
Because you might want to do 2 things and they're at the same time, and you maybe have to kind of pick and choose.
There's so many lectures and reading groups and library. There's so much going on that you really have to schedule it.
And there are musicians here that'll play for us.
Yes.
They have jazz. There's a few jazz people that play music for us. And when I had a broken shoulder, it's healed now, but I'm still kind of recovering. People would help me with, whether it's putting my sweater over me or there was always somebody around. Inger would come to my apartment and sit with me because I didn't want to be alone, taking a shower. She helped me make the bed. Can't lift a mattress with a broken shoulder. And so now I'm at the top of her list in her little black book.
Oh yeah, I have the little black book. All the favors people owe me are right in there.
I've started to reciprocate, but I've got a ways to go. Oh, staff here has been wonderful. I don't know if I'm supposed to say names or not, but the staff's been wonderful here.
From the front desk to the ones behind the corner to the cleaning, maintenance people. I mean, there's nothing missing in here.
No.
I have compared them to a few other places, and this came out in flying colors. One thing, it's new, I knew that. But I didn't know there were so many friendly people here, and I looked in other places, they were older, and people have been living there for 10, 20 years already, so they're a little older. They have made their group, but this is young, oldish people.
Young oldish, that's what we are.
So I really like this.
If I had to do over again, I would definitely come back to Flagstone.